All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back at it again. We just had a fantastic reading of Volume 6 of Fire Force, and now it's time to read, on the day it releases, a new chapter of One Punch Man. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here, and welcome back to yet another One Punch Man chapter reaction and review. In the last chapter, we had more information about the connection between the ninja village and God. Blast is involved. We find out that the person involved with this, who also happened to be the founder of the ninja village, was a former hero called Empty Void. But the current state of Empty Void right now is he's called the Great One by the members of the Ninja Clan, and he's also an individual who monsterized. One of his abilities, or like one of his powers, is basically the power to open doors into like different dimensions and such. One of which allows access to the domain of God itself. So, with that going on, there's a far bigger connection than we ever realized, and that's something that Blast, Oculette, and Saitama are handling. On the Flashy Flash side of things, he reciprocates with the letter that Sonic gave him, and they meet at the location where Sonic wanted to make an entirely brand new village, which unfortunately has been turned into like basically everyone's favorite dumping ground, and that's where Sonic and Flash are apparently going to have their last big fight against each other as they brandish their swords. So let's begin with Punch 195 Duel. And it starts with Flashy Flash going, "A letter of challenge. Isn't it a little late for that?" "Well, I forgot until I saw you yesterday. Anyway, I knew I'd settle things with you someday," as Sonic brandishes his blade. And then Flashy Flash, taking the same exact pose, they're both taking the same exact stance. Their hand movements, the way they have their hands placed, the structure of how their bodies are twisted, it is basically the exact same pose. When Flashy Flash says, "But it's obvious who will win. Don't assassins have anything better to do?" "Don't get cocky. I'm the one who taught you swordplay." And then we cut back in the past, where apparently we have a young Sonic and a young Flash. "Hey, you're always on Team 5, right? I'll teach you how to use a blade. Otherwise, you'll never improve. My shinobi name is Speed of Sound Sonic." "I'm Flashy Flash, but they'll punish us if they see us talking. Besides, aren't you on Team 5 too?" "Yeah, no one gets a genius." Sonic was with all the losers on Team 5, but he helped me at no benefit to himself." "What's with this kid?" He was the only one I could talk to. I don't want to give him too much of a British accent because he doesn't really need it, but I want his voice to sound refined. "Sonic was with all the losers on Team 5, but he helped me at no benefit to himself. He was the only one I could talk to." There it is. I found the level. I want to keep Flashy Flash at. And then it shows as Flashy Flash and Sonic get older and they start training better. "A single day at Ninja Village lasted 72 hours, with 6 hours of sleep. The food was tasteless and we received no information from outside. We were machines learning to kill, so showing emotion was against rules. The emotionless were considered superior." As it shows Sonic and Flashy Flash, training with each other, but even though they're supposed to be emotionless, they clearly have happy smiles on. Then we cut from this flashback to the present, where Sonic has a smile on his face, but Flashy Flash has like a stoic, emotionless appearance on his face. And they continue to go through this entire area, fighting each other until they dash away from each other. Sonic throws some shurikens and rushes towards him at the same time, so that Flashy Flash is defending himself from the shurikens, and while Sonic gets behind him and throws more shurikens. Flash sees this and jumps up in the air to avoid the ensuing explosion, because these are the same exploding shurikens that Sonic was throwing around way back earlier in the series, where, Saitama proceeded to karate chop him face first into the pavement, because Sonic was trying to cause destruction so that Saitama would fight him. Same thing here, except Flashy Flash is in the air, and while he's in the air, Sonic starts using his tenfold funeral, which is kind of similar to what he tried to use against Saitama, but, it didn't work because it's Saitama. But he uses tenfold funeral and causes many after images to appear around Flash. Windblade kick! And since they're all using the same move, it's tricky for the average person to tell where this hit is coming from, but Flash zeroes in on where the kick is coming from, and he stops the kick. But then Sonic comes back with another hit with Absolute Technique. Oh wait, this is not Sonic. This is Flash. Absolute Technique. Flashy kick. And proceeds to kick Sonic all the way down into the ground. Flash lands and goes, I never expected to use Absolute Technique against you, Sonic. But you've become strong. The way you are now, we could... And as that happens, multiple objects try to land where Flash is, and they're different weapons, none of which look like the weapon that Sonic was using. They're weapons of various size, make, and shape, and it seems like the Tennin Party has shown up. Who are you guys? Sonic, this isn't the designated time and place for luring him out. Why would you do this? I never did trust you. Oh well. We will now execute the village traitor Flashy Flash. And then it shows one of the members of the Tennin Party getting knocked behind the whole big crowd that's shown up. How dare you! Sonic, did you betray us? And then Flash is looking. You blocked my flashy kick. I wanted to kill him myself rather than hand him over to you bastards. I almost did, but then you interrupted. This is between me and him, so butt out. I've had enough of you guys acting like my superior, so never show yourselves again. Are you crazy? We'll execute you too. We're all elite ninjas. You must know you'll lose. And then Sonic glares at him as he thinks, actually, they're small compared to him. Because he's thinking of Saitama. He's thinking of Saitama as this big, giant, massive visage over the entire Tennin Party. Compared to Saitama, these ninja are quite small. Well, compared to basically anybody in the entire series, these ninja, anybody is small compared to Saitama's power. So they shouldn't feel bad about it. That's how everyone in the world is towards Saitama. That's just the way it goes. He's at the top of the food chain. And he's still concerned about getting sales on a Wednesday. But then we cut to Flashy Flash. Looks like you've trained, Sonic. They saved your life, Flash. Skip the bluster, Sonic. I think we should shut them up first. Agreed. Yo! Okay! Alright! Okay, I like this! Mandalorian Martin, hey, Game Awards today? Yes, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be 7:30 for me later this evening. That's when it'll be. I'll probably start like maybe 15 minutes prior at 7... yeah, I'll probably start 15 minutes prior because 15 plus 15 is 30. So I'll probably start... The stream is scheduled for 7:30, but I'll probably start it at 7:15 so we can talk about what we could potentially see. No Transformers Reactivate news, as Splash Games has unfortunately announced they are holding back from doing the beta this year because they want to refine the game even more. So, I'm fine with it, but we'll discuss that more during, the pre-show leading up to it. So I'll probably start at 7:15 so we can talk, and then 7:30 will be the entire awards. But Ogata, good to see you. I like this chapter. I like it because... there was no way it was going to end with Sonic or Flash dying, but to see them start out fighting, we see a little bit of their history. And to see them preparing to take down the entire Tennin Party, my thing is, these Tennin dudes, there isn't a single one of them I think is going to be able to last. I don't see a single member of this Tennin Party that seems like they're going to survive this encounter with Sonic and Flash working together. Them coming there to kill Flash is one thing. They're all there prepared to kill Flash. They said, we are all superior and elite ninja. But you're all elite ninjas. and you still need someone to lure him out in order to catch him off guard. So you're not really that elite if you need another way to get a person. You are so gung-ho on thinking that they think they're gonna be able to kill Flash, yet if you truly thought you were capable, you would not be resorting to trying to lure him out with his guard down if you thought he was superior. Because at the end of the day, a lot of egos can be stroked when you think like, hey, I can beat him at full strength. That's how a lot of people go into fights. But these dudes, they think they're strong, but apparently they must not think they're strong enough to take on Flash on their own or just take him on all at once because he would easily kill them. So of course, they're going to resort to underhanded tactics. So my thing is, not a single person in this entire party is capable of killing either Sonic or Flash. They literally had to garner, 30 plus people just to have a chance to take down one man? That's how strong Flash is. It requires more than one person. So, yeah, these members of this tending party, they are not getting out of this alive. This is the type of manga where people get grievously and gorishly injured, maimed, and killed nonchalantly. None of these dudes are walking out here with their limbs intact. I know it. There will be some beheading. There will be some weeping and gnashing of teeth. There will be a relocation of one's body parts away from the main body, if you will. I just feel that. And the fact that I do love that we still get these flashbacks with Flash and Sonic about their past. And you can still see that there's some camaraderie between them. They're all like, they just saved your life. I wanted to kill him myself rather than hand him over to you. I almost did, but then you interfered. And now it seems reasonable enough, but there's absolutely no way that Sonic and Flash are going to go through with killing each other, considering they were the only two friends at the entire Ninja Village, which we were actually told. Can we just think about this for a second? Imagine if the Hidden Leaf Village trained people in the way of a single day at Ninja Village lasted 72 hours. 72 hours? So you got 24, you got 48, and then you got 72. 3 days for a normal person is a single day for people who trained at the Ninja Village. The food was tasteless and we received no information from outside. We were machines learning how to kill, so showing emotion was against rules. And already you can tell that just because Sonic is, rebellious, Flash and Sonic were the only people that were capable of being friends and being happy because, they didn't really adhere to the rules. So, these two individuals, incredibly strong, incredibly fast. We don't know nothing about this tending party. We don't know how fast they are. We don't know how powerful they are. We're elite ninjas. Show me. We cannot. We're going to wait and save our strength for Flashy Flash. Oh, so you're not strong. We are strong. Show me. We can't. We're going to wait and save our strength for Flashy Flash. Oh, so you're just beating around the bush because you're really not strong. That's the reason why you're 25 plus strong right now, because you individually can't beat one man. That's not exactly what it means. Yes, it is exactly what it means. I'm literally having a whole inner monologue here because that's what this is. Flashy Flash is too strong of a person for them to individually take on. Why do you think they garnered plus 27 people? I know I keep mixing them. I know I keep saying 30 plus people, 25 plus, 37, 27 plus. It's a big grouping. And they all are there with the intent of reviving the Great One and killing Flashy Flash. Yet it takes this amount of people for them to kill him? And they can't even do it straight up. They still gotta lure this man out so his guard is down. That's how little faith they must not have much faith, the tending party. You didn't have to say it like that. Sad face? Look! I just calls it like I sees it, Ogata. This tending party would be nothing by themselves. They still need a whole bunch of people for them to feel like, yeah, I got a whole squad, plus another squad. This should be enough for us to be able to kill Flashy Flash. The fact that they all tried to attack Flashy Flash all at once and he still avoided it, and y'all still couldn't catch this man off guard, yeah, y'all did. All of them are dead. Oh, it should be interesting to see how this fight goes out. I will say this, though. I would not be surprised if the next chapter we get for One Punch Man has us cut to Blast and Oculette and Saitama while they're doing their own search. Sure, we could continue with Flash and Sonic pretty much killing every single member of this tending party because they are going to kill them. That isn't even a theory. That's going to happen. These tending party people, we've just got their names. I don't know, and here's exactly, Ogata, I don't know a single one of their names. They introduced each other, and I can't remember a single one of them. They had numbers. They had numbers attached to their names. I can't remember a single person's name. I remember Butterfly, DX, Forte, and Chain Toad better than I remember the members of the Tending Party, and we've seen the Tending Party a lot sooner, more recently, than Chain Toad and company. I can't remember a single person's name from the Tending Party. I would have to look them up, but seeing as how I gotta be careful going on the wiki for One Punch Man, it's probably best if I stay off there because I don't want to look up the Tending Party and then see their fate blaring in front of my face before I get the next chapter of One Punch Man. But they're so little to insignificant, and even Sonic acknowledges that they're all small compared to Saitama. Once you face off against Saitama a couple of times, and you still try to get your speed up and your power up in order to match him, anyone else underneath Saitama is literally chump change. All the members of the Tending Party are chump change. They're all gonna die. And I don't care. I haven't seen the Tending Party enough for me to feel like, you know what? Maybe they have a chance. I don't know these dudes. They're all dead. Every single one of them. They're all going to die. They're all dead. And Flashy Flash and Sonic, even though reluctantly, it seems like they still want to take each other out. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to take each other out while the Tending Party get caught up in the crossfire. Like they're trying to focus on fighting each other and they keep slashing away members of the Tending Party because they keep getting in the way of their fight. Wouldn't be surprised if we see something along those lines. Overall, I did like this chapter. I did like this chapter because it showed more Sonic and more Flash, and now we got them preparing to face off against these elite ninjas. Mind you, they come from the same village that Sonic and Flash do. They should be as well trained as Sonic and Flash. Yet there isn't a single part of me that thinks that even a single member of this entire party is going to get out alive. That's how I feel about it. That's how sure of Flashy Flash and Sonic's chances I feel about it. Maybe a competition on who can finish them the fastest? That does seem like something they would do, but only time will tell. I think this is our first chapter of One Punch Man in December. We should be getting one more, and then we don't get one until the next year. But overall, I did like this chapter. I like it. I'm trying to finish at a pretty decent time because family has grabbed food for me, and I want to eat it while it's hot, and they're on the way. Overall, I did like this chapter, and I can't wait for the next one. I think, hold on. This is something for a completely different series. I'm trying to see where the next chapter for Dragon Ball is supposed to be. 13 days from now. Okay, so I don't need to worry about Dragon Ball for a hot minute. Because the next chapter should be the end of the superhero saga. Superhero arc, I believe. But overall, I enjoyed One Punch Man. And One Punch Man as a whole. If this is not the last chapter of One Punch Man we get in the year 2023, or if this is the last one, then I have to say that I've enjoyed every single chapter of One Punch Man this entire year. Every single chapter has been great. But if it isn't, then I'll probably say that same thing for the next chapter if we get one more during December. So, you know the usual. But I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and prepare for the food that is on its way to me. And then I got to do some other things, like I got to, continue making my game review, because I had to download a bunch of my old streams that I've done from every game I played on this channel up until now. So I had to download a whole bunch of them, and then I just got to continue to splice all of them because it took a minute for me to get them all. But I'm almost done with my review, and it should be done before this year is out. Hopefully, I want to see if I can get it done before the 25th of this year. I want to get it done before Christmas. So I'm going to keep working on it in the background while I'm doing everything else, and I hope you guys enjoyed once I do drop it for all of you. But overall, enjoy this chapter. Looking forward to the next one. Hope to see you all later. as we react to the 2023 Video Game Awards later this evening at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, adjusted to your time if you live in a different time zone, but I can't wait to see you all there. Hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, subscribe, become a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples.